Hi, I'm Ashley, and today is June 2nd. It is our last day at the Libera camp, and I've truly just learned a lot. I came here not really knowing what to expect, so I was pretty open about what we were going to be doing. But the very first day, we were kind of explained like what the mafia is and what anti-mafia organizations do to kind of just combat the issue and how it affects the lives of the people around us in the communities. So we got a little bit of a background of kind of how innocent people are kind of just harmed or their lives are taken by the mafia, just by living their daily lives, like whether it's gunfire or they're in the middle at the wrong place at the wrong time. Their lives and their families' lives are changed forever. So the first day we spent a little bit talking about that, and that kind of opened up my eyes about just the true impacts that the mafia can have on a community. The second day, we came out here and gardened. So this was an old mafia boss's house, as you can see, very beautiful. So it was vacant for about 14 years, and just about 2 years ago, Libera started just inhabiting the place and kind of cleaning it up, making it livable. And we came here and we planted all kinds of bushes, and we made succulent gardens, and we kind of just worked together, and I think that was really helpful because we all kind of worked together, and it was kind of liberating because this was at one time the place of violence and the home of where the mafia would live and do what they had to do, which had a huge impact on communities. So just to be giving back to like this exact same location, this exact same confiscated location, and make it beautiful and make it livable and make it free was just a great experience. And not only that, we all just bonded together, and I think it was just a great experience just to bond and give back to the community that the mafia once totally inhabited. So that was really a great experience. The second day, we just did some woodwork. We made couches, and I think that was really fun, honestly. I know that that's going to go to, a great cause as well, probably. They didn't say exactly what we're going to be doing with it, but I'm curious to find out. So I'll have to catch back up on that. But I know that whole experience was just kind of us, just kind of the same bonding experience as the gardening, just kind of going through and working together and having that time. But what I think was especially important was, I forgot to mention the very first day. Was it the first day? I'm getting mixed up on my days. But we went to a refugee migration center where they immigrants can go to, not immigrants, but refugees go when they first arrive. And we met Bio, which he is extremely talented. His paintings are incredible. I couldn't even believe, he sketches, he paints, he just expresses himself through art, and that was so incredible because I'm really good at art too. I love to paint, draw, everything. And just to see him come from, he was only 26 years old, so that's not too far away from how old we are. So just to hear his story and hear what he's been through, hear everything, and for him to maintain such a positive just vibe and still do what he loves to do and keep everything. He was so strong, he was so well put together, and that was just very inspiring. And just seeing his artwork, I even saw him here at the house we've been living at for the past weekend, just painting on the walls and painting this, and it was just so incredible to see his work. He took people were wearing shirts, and it was a circle with different things in it, and he just had a piece of paper and he was just painting on the wall exactly what he saw, and it looked perfect. It's not finished, but I was just taken back. I was wow, that's really good. So yeah, going there on our first day was that was a great experience. There was language barriers, but the good part about that I noticed was that that didn't stop anybody from communicating. That didn't stop anybody from having fun. We had a soccer ball, and we all just started playing with it, and everybody was smiling. Everybody was having a good time. Everybody was getting along, and that just was honestly that was incredible just to see that. We didn't even need to speak the same language, but we just had a ball, and then we just all played with it. And then yesterday we went to, we did the couches, like I was saying, and then we went to a little village, and we saw a chapel, 2 chapels, and then we just walked around in a little town, and I just think that was a good bonding experience in general. I really enjoyed that. There was a lot of history behind that, and we all wore our shirts, so our Libera shirts, so I thought that was pretty cool because we all got to kind of like rep and show that we're supporting this cause. That was just overall, like I think that was just like the last tie-in just to wrap up this great experience. And so just kind of like reflecting on, that's like what we did. So just kind of reflecting on how I felt. So like I was saying, I didn't know what to expect when I was coming to this. I didn't know, like I knew what the mafia was, but I didn't know the impact they had on people. I didn't understand if like the police like knew that they were an issue or if they didn't. There's a lot of question marks. So a lot of those were answered, and I didn't realize that the mafia was kind of like just like low key, like they didn't like, not like low key, but like they kind of like finesse people, but like you didn't like, not a lot of people knew or they thought they were good or all that stuff. So just kind of like hearing like kind of like the silent but big impact that they had on communities was crazy. And just the fact that there's so many, like they were saying that there's still like supporters here in this town of the mafia and like what they do. So like just hearing that stuff is crazy. So it's like such a new experience. Honestly, I just think that this was really eye-opening in terms of just kind of, well, I'm having a blank right now. This was just really eye-opening in terms of understanding that the big impact that they have on people, like just beating the refugees and innocent victims of the mafia, you know, violence is just crazy. So overall, I think I learned a lot. I'm really thankful I came here. I'm really thankful I got to meet these people and people who work for, you know, something that they believe in and that they love to do, such as the staff here. And just being in this experience, being away from the city, being out in the middle of a little town in Italy was just, you got to step back from the big city life. You got to step back from the things that we're used to, and you kind of put different things into perspective and saw that like it's more than just like trying to bustle around a city, that there's bigger problems going on like within, you know, out, and this isn't stuff you can experience in America either. This is something that you really have to, you know, go out of your comfort zone. You really have to go to a new place, to a new environment, to learn the impacts that these things have like going on in communities that we hear about but we never see. We don't see the people, we don't see anybody harmed by it. So just to be able to see that was just, I'm really thankful for that opportunity. So yeah, I had a great time here. I learned a lot. I mean, just whether it's the bonding or about the problems in the community with the mafia and the problems that refugees have, just being able to see that was a great experience. So yeah, that was my time here at Libera. So talk to you soon.